Hi, I'm Julia Knoth from All Deaf Poetry. Tonight was amazing. It was really amazing and inspiring for me and everyone around me.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you sit in that room and you listen to these elementary school and middle school kids pouring their hearts out on the stage of things that are affecting them on a day-to-day basis, it's one of the most sort of unbelievable feelings, I think, for anybody. It's very hard to sit in that room and listen to these kids speak about things like that and not be moved, you know.
Exactly. What inspired you to start all of this? How did it become?
I run a t-shirt company, or really an apparel company called Madover, where we give 100% of our profits to 5 community centers across the U.S. So there's one in New York, Chicago, L.A., Boston, and Miami. DreamYard is our partner here in the Bronx, in New York, and they've done a poetry event like this before in the past where it's all done via video conferencing, and I sort of came to them and said, wouldn't it be amazing to give these kids an opportunity to read their poetry and have the finals in front of a live audience and really feed off that love in the room, which you really felt tonight, and that's sort of how it sort of came to be.
That's amazing. You couldn't deny the feeling in there. It was really cool. What kind of poetry inspires you, on a more personal level?
I mean, you know what? I've always felt like music was an inspiration, just like listening to lyrics of songs. But I got to tell you, I feel like there is no poem in my life that moved me more than some of the poems that I heard tonight by these kids. I mean, I'm not a sort of a professional poet in any way, but like listening to these kids, I think that's what's moved me the most in any poem that I've ever heard. To have All Deaf Poetry and Russell Simmons sort of take note of what's going on and sort of take notice of these young kids and what they're doing is, by far one of the most sort of inspiring and amazing things to happen for us. And it's really touching to sort of know that there are people out there like, Russell and like All Deaf Poetry that are doing that for us.
It's amazing. And where do you go from here? What's your next step with these kids? Are you stay connected, or?
Yeah, I mean, it is the feeling here is that this is really sort of a first step for us. I mean, my goal is to not only make this event an annual event, but really partner more with both Global Rights and DreamYard and look at other ways to both do poetry events like this in other cities. Global Rights right now has been doing some video conferencing poetry slams between the Bronx and kids in Japan and other countries. So, I mean, I really think that this event tonight can really act as a springboard, and we can really utilize it as a way to make both this event bigger and make also sort of poetry slams like this bigger.
Well, it's an amazing platform. I wish I had it as a kid.
Thank you. I mean, I think it's really the kids that are really the inspiring ones. And I agree with you in that sense that I wish I had that too. I mean, to have this outlet, to be growing up and, look, a lot of these community centers are in not great neighborhoods. And to give these kids an opportunity to express themselves and have that outlet is amazing. I mean, for them to be in that room tonight, for them to feel that love, for them to feel, wanted and accepted by groups of people that they may not have ever been accepted by before, you can't ask for anything better than that, ever.
Why is it important for you, this event?
Well, I mean, it's a great cause, and it's a fun event, supporting a great cause. I'm here to watch the